Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
A hotel partnership is paying off, but just how much? Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7 tonight. I'm Lena Bleetz. We start with that story in your business news. MGM Resorts International says its licensing partnership with Marriott International, which launched this winter, is already exceeding expectations. According to CEO Bill Hornbuckle, 75% more room nights have been booked than the company anticipated. For the first quarter, MGM reported net income of $217 million on revenue of $4.4 billion.
Executives said that the partnership that they have with Marriott International is paying off more than they initially expected. It has 130,000 room nights booked and are particularly impressed with the boost it's brought to group travel.
In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Tonight's temperatures drop into the low 60s, but clear skies will make for a beautiful May evening. And be sure to enjoy the next couple of days before gusty springtime winds return to most of the valley over the weekend. Friday will see sunny highs into the upper 80s before winds between 20 and 40 miles per hour hit on Saturday, where highs will remain in the mid 80s and lows in the upper 50s. It will then dip on Sunday, your daytime highs only hitting in the mid 60s and lows in the low 50s to round out the weekend. Now for top stories sponsored by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. The Nevada Gaming Control Board filed a 3-count complaint against former MGM Grand president Scott Sabella that could result in his gaming license being suspended or revoked and a fine of up to $750,000.
The complaint is about him allowing to allow illegal gamblers to play at the casino. That, of course, is something that the regulators frown upon.
In January, Sabella pleaded guilty in federal court to violating the Bank Secrecy Act. He is scheduled to be sentenced on May 8th and faces up to 5 years in prison. The wide-ranging federal investigation also involves allegations against Los Angeles Dodgers star Shohei Ohtani's former interpreter. The Review-Journal has agreed to give prosecutors, police, and defense attorneys the majority of data on slain investigative reporter Jeff German's phone. Police seized German's cell phone, 4 computers, and an external hard drive from his home after he was killed in September 2022. Chief Deputy District Attorney Christopher Hamner told the judge on Thursday the RJ is expected to turn over every file from German's phone that employees have not deemed confidential. Former Clark County Public Administrator Robert Tellis is accused of killing German. In more top stories, before stepping down as CCSD superintendent, Jesus Jara gave members of his cabinet significant raises, which the school board did not approve. Review-Journal Cynthia Puga tells us about the controversial move.
The raises included a 40% increase for the CCSD police chief, who now earns more than Henderson's police chief. In all, Jesus Jara handed out raises worth over $323,000 a year to 13 cabinet members in January.
2 school board members said they would have liked to have been in the loop. However, they say, as things stand, policy allows him to do this unilaterally.
The Clark County School Board did not approve the raises, and CCSD representatives said Jara didn't need board approval. Meanwhile, the head of the Clark County Education Association criticized the raises and said the trustees owe the public an explanation. For the Las Vegas Review-Journal, I'm Cynthia Puga.
Vegas Nation, brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. Former Raiders linebacker Bill Romanowski and his wife Julie have filed for bankruptcy, according to reports. The Romanowskis are mired in a civil case brought on by the U.S. government alleging they owe more than $15.5 million in taxes. The couple are accused by U.S. attorneys of using the nutrition company they founded to elude a tax obligation that stretches back to Romanowski's playing days. Romanowski played 2 of his 16 NFL seasons with the Raiders. His final season was 2003.
In Health, sponsored by Boulder City Hospital, we're here for you when you need us. A bipartisan health bill aims to cut prescription drug prices for seniors. This bill was introduced by Senator Jackie Rosen and Senator John Cornyn of Texas on Wednesday. According to Rosen's office, the Reducing Drug Prices for Seniors Act would require prescription drug coinsurance payments for seniors on Medicare to be determined based on the lower net price of the medication, not the higher list price.
Sports sponsored by PT's Taverns, your place to watch all of the VGK playoff action. While there wasn't much tension between Canelo Alvarez and Jaime Munguia at the final press conference leading up to their Saturday showdown at T-Mobile Arena, the same can't be said for Canelo and his former promoter, Oscar De La Hoya.
There were times that work was not my priority based on my mental health, which I had neglected for so long. But that doesn't change the fact that Golden Boy built Canelo Alvarez, period.
Canelo parted ways with De La Hoya in 2020. Among his claims Wednesday was that De La Hoya was stealing money from boxers.
In Lifestyle, sponsored by Atomic Golf, now open next to the Strat. A new job training center in the historic West Side is set to be completed in August 2025. A partnership between the city and the College of Southern Nevada will develop the 15,000 square foot West Side Workforce Education and Training Center on C Street. Downtown Summerlin hosted the 3rd annual Lay Day Parade. The parade kicked off Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and the lively event was done in partnership with several cultural organizations to celebrate the community.
Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Golden Knights are plus 360 underdogs at Caesars Sportsbook to win their first round NHL playoff series against the Dallas Stars after losing Game 5 on Wednesday. The Knights have lost 3 straight games in the series after winning the first 2. Dallas is a minus 480 favorite to advance. The defending Stanley Cup champion Knights are slight minus 105 underdogs in Game 6 on Friday at T-Mobile Arena and minus 267 on the plus 1.5 puck line.
Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, with live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. A broadcast legend is returning ringside in Las Vegas. Review Journal's John Katsilometes has the details.
Al Bernstein is known as quite a singer around Las Vegas, with appearances at Piazza, at Tuscany, and also Italian American Club. But Bernstein internationally is known as a boxing analyst, and he is returning to ringside on May 23rd with DAZN streaming service. Bernstein has been sidelined for far too long since Showtime ended its coverage of boxing last year. Bernstein says he's eager to get back in the fight game and also eager to get back on stage, so look for him at Tuscany in June.
Thank you for watching 7 at 7. Tell your friends and family they can catch us from all around the country. Just search Review Journal on any of the platforms listed. We'll see you tomorrow for 7 at 7 a.m.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.